Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in. Uh, I am Brandi Santos Delgado. I asked her to help me narrate this story about the crazy happenings tonight, but she chose to not and have Pedro sit with me, which she pronounced Pedro. Okay, let's start. Okay, July 2009, Sacramento. I ran a red light on Laguna Boulevard, and they caught me with the camera video, blah blah blah. I couldn't make the court date because I was moving to San Diego 2 months later, and so I had to request a written trial by declaration because I feel that I did not run the light. I made a right turn. How am I running right? Anyways, so I have to request a written trial by declaration, and they send me a packet. And on the first page of the packet, it says, if this is about a red light camera violation, um, please fill out the separate form. I didn't have a separate form, so I don't understand what I was supposed to do. So I call the court like hundreds of times, and they don't answer. Finally, they answer and they say, "Oh, that form isn't with us. It's with the Elk Grove Police Department." I call Elk Grove Police Department, and they say, "Why would we have court forms? We're the police department. You need to figure this out. We don't have it." I was like, "Yeah, that kind of seems right. Why would you have a form?" Anyways, the forms were due 11/23/09. I didn't get them in on time because I was waiting for them to send the other ones. So I write a letter explaining what happened, still sending the packet saying, "Hey, sorry I don't have the other form. You didn't send it to me." So it's time to go to winter break now. It's I go home in Sacramento, and I think everything's fine. I sent them the letter. I haven't heard from them. I come home December 14th. I received this letter. It says, "Our records indicate you failed to appear in court. You have a $300 civil assessment bail against you, and your driver license has been suspended." This is on December 14th. I don't get home until January 3rd, 4th. I don't even know. So my license has been suspended this whole time. I drove in Sacramento. I drove all the way from here to LA to San Diego. Like, I didn't even know this was happening the whole time. So I'm freaking out. I don't know what to do. Um, I wake up first thing in the morning today, call the court, tell them what happened. It's not fair. I wasn't even here to get the mail, didn't even know. So I didn't know what to do. They finally say, "Oh, it was a misunderstanding. Your driver's license is fine. You don't owe extra $300." I was like, "Okay, that's really good. I'm feeling alright." I start my day. I go to Victoria's Secret. Then I gotta come back, make it to hip hop. I go to hip hop. That was cool. Then I go meet my roommate at Cafe Ventanas. We have dinner. Then I'm like, we should go grocery shopping because we need to restock. We just got back from break. Like, alright. So we're on our way to Walmart. About to make a right turn onto Genesee to get on I-5 South. She says, as we're driving, "Hey, watch out for this light. People," or my teacher, who's a district attorney, just got a ticket. As soon as she says that, I brake on the line or a little bit after, and two lights flash. I didn't even go through, but I made something trigger the light, so now I don't know if I have another ticket or not. That was the first incident. We continue to go to Walmart, spend about 2 hours there trying to get groceries and use coupons, and ladies don't want to give us coupons, and it's just a mess. She acts like it's going to come like from her pocket or something. I don't know. We finally get out of there. We need to go get like produce, so we go to Food for Less right next door. That was fine. It was empty. That was quick. Whatever. I need gas, and if you know me, I need gas from Shell. I can't remember like all the shells I've been to out here, so I'm trying to go find one. We think we know where one is. It's not there. We keep going around. We've been driving for maybe like 20 minutes now, out of our way. We passed a Krispy Kreme. Those were shut down in Sacramento. Like, might as well get one since we drove all this way. Get two donuts. Keep driving. Um, then we end up right exactly where we were. I don't know how. And as I'm about to turn around to go back the other way, something says, "Hey, keep going straight. I think there's a shell up there." I go straight. There's a shell. I'm really I'm really excited because I needed that gas and I needed to get my car washed because when I left it there in LA, it was filthy and I just don't like driving with a dirty car. I go get my gas. We're about to go in the car wash. She tells me she's never been in a car wash before. I really didn't want to believe it, but I was like, okay, we go in, and she's also claustrophobic. Not a good combination. She's ducking and diving from the bristles and the water in the car. She thinks they're coming after her. She says the car's moving. It's really not because we're in park. What else? I just want to get out of there. Like, she was freaking me out because I thought she was going to faint or something. So we leave. We're driving out, about to turn. We see more lights flash. I wasn't even at the light, so I know I did not get that ticket, but I was like, here we go again. I'm gonna like stop extra far. And then the light turns green. As I'm going, it turns yellow. So I'm like, oh my goodness. So I kind of speed up. Then who comes behind me? A cop. So I don't know what I did. I thought maybe I was speeding, but he comes up behind me and his lights are on. No sirens though, so I'm still thinking, okay, maybe he just wants to get by. I'm waiting for him to pass. He doesn't pass. Then I make a right turn and go pull over to see if he follows me. He follows me. I'm sitting there. He comes to the door. He says license and registration. I open the door. No, I don't open the door. I roll down the window and give it to him. And I was like, sir, can I know what I did? Like, because I really don't know what I did. I wasn't doing anything because I was really cautious since I just got another ticket. And he's like, can you just give me your license and I'll let you know once I get that? Whoa. Okay, so I give him my license. Then he says, your headlights aren't on. And I was like, oh yeah. I turned them off when I was getting my car washed and stuff, so I totally forgot to turn them back on. So he was like, well, do they work? And I was like, yeah, they work. So I turned them on. And he like asked again, like, do they work? And I'm like, yeah, see the lights, they work. So then he says, have you had any, no, he said, what's your driving record like? And I said, what do you mean? He said, what's your driving record like? And he was just like being like a mean. And I was like, I got a ticket like 3 years ago. Not mentioning the one I just got because I'm trying to fight it and I didn't even know if it was on my thing yet. So that was a mistake. So he goes back to the car for about 2 hours. No, I'm just kidding. It was like 20 minutes. It was hecka long. He comes back and he said, you got a ticket 3 years ago? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, what about 3 months ago? And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. I'm still fighting it. I should have mentioned that. I'm really sorry. I'm still working with it. That was in Sacramento. And he was like, he said, I said, when was your last ticket? He didn't say that. He said, what is your driving record like? We kind of fought for a minute. He was like getting really upset and having an attitude. So I was like, I'm sorry. Then he writes me a warning for driving without headlights on, even though it was less than a block from Shell to where he pulled me over. And he was like, I think this is pretty fair. And then drives off. And that is my story. And it is now 2:06 a.m. and we're still up and we had to put groceries away. And I just felt the need to share this with everyone. And I didn't feel like telling it 200 times, so hopefully everybody watches this video. And that's it. Oh, Pedro on the out.